Voters ages 18 to 29, known as Gen Z, are a critical voting bloc this election, and much attention has been focused on trying to snag their vote, especially on college campuses, especially in battleground states. But along with it, misinformation has targeted those same potential voters, worrying some the confusion could keep them home.
Among the many questions about what will happen in this election, will Gen Zers turn out to vote?
Have you pledged to vote?
According to our most recent NBC News Stay Tuned Gen Z poll powered by SurveyMonkey, an overwhelming majority of them say they will. 84% of 18 to 29-year-olds surveyed said they were at least somewhat likely to vote. And both campaigns need them to. With nearly 41 million eligible voters, they have the potential to swing the election. But in these crucial last moments before polls close, college students have been the targets of misinformation campaigns, seemingly aimed at causing confusion for first-time voters.
I know you got a text.
Yes.
Tanisha Vanden Langenberg is the student body vice president at the University of Wisconsin-Green Bay.
So it said something about if you vote in a state that you're not eligible in, according to Wisconsin statute, whatever statutes, you could face up to 3 years in prison or $10,000 in fines.
Wow. What did you think when you got it?
For me, I was just kind of like, what the heck? I know that a lot of other students were confused by it, and it created a lot of talk on campus where it was like, wait, can I vote or can't I vote, or how do I vote, or do I have to go back home? Because a lot of students can't just fly back to Texas to vote, you know.
Students don't need to fly home, despite the threat in that text received by an estimated thousands of college-age people in Wisconsin. College students are able to vote in the state where they attend school. In addition, it is not illegal to be registered in 2 states, although, of course, it is illegal to vote in 2 states. In Pennsylvania, the Secretary of State is alleging some students were improperly denied voter registration and in-person mail ballot requests because they did not have a Pennsylvania driver's license or were registered in another state. Efforts Vanden Langenberg worries are meant to keep her and her peers home.
Why do you think somebody sent that text?
I think that college students definitely have the ability to make an impact on this election, and there are definitely people who do not want us to vote. And so if you confuse college students or confuse people who are already on edge about whether they are going to vote or who they're going to vote for, they're just going to say, oh, well, I don't get it. It's not worth it.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.